Captain America and the Winter Soldier. This movie was a mistake. Fun fact, at this point, the Hungarian dub pretty much just disappeared from the internet, which seems that agree with my original opinion and current opinion that this movie is boring, useless, just bad. It's not a spy thriller the fans of the MCU want to sell you about. Bucky is a no character, just a really just an empty skin. I couldn't even recognize it without like 3 rewatching of the Captain America First Avenger. Seriously, I never knew who this guy was until this rewatch. He does nothing interesting. He has no lore behind it, and Winter Soldier technically it's a throwaway line. Why he's the Winter Soldier? For him to properly function, has to be hibernated for long periods of time. This never comes up ever. And more of that, it's actually referring to the Cold War era. But the movie has nothing to do with the Cold War. And the Cold War is what, 50 years ago? Ended? Who cares? Who even remembers the Cold War anymore? Aside Genocide Joe in the USA. That's the only thing he remembers anymore. The demented fuck. And look, I understand. These are all 2 hours movies because that's how you sell them into India. Because in India you have an intermission between the 2 parts of the movie or more parts. So people go out to buy popcorn because that's the only way the theaters make money. So when it started with, just the basic scene and it dragged a bit and then we got an action scene, with Captain America, how Captain America lives, then we got an action scene, fine. I said, fine. Then we get an action scene with Fury because we need the runtime. I don't know. And we spend a lot of time with this new black guy who is... I first thought he's War Machine, but not. He's again, has no character, does nothing, just one more person with guns. He is the Falcon, if you are interested. I have no idea who this guy is. I don't know why we just didn't use War Machine. We start to have overcrowded here with heroes. Okay. And we get that subplot about the senator or whoever and the Shadow Council, and they all were American, but they are sending up some satellite Star Wars project which can kill everybody on the whole planet because why not? That's a good idea. It isn't something that for other countries will consider the USA a terrorist organization and immediately start World War III. Oh, yeah. don't know what was the idea behind it. And now that I actually paid attention, because I spent time with this, not just, okay, I'm watching with some friend and sleep halfway through, or turn off after 20 minutes because obviously I don't care. This is just Age of Ultron. Seriously, this is Age of Ultron. We have a super weapon that will protect us all. You make sense of it because I cannot. There is Black Widow here for some reason. Look, I don't complain if Scarlett Johansson gets some money. Fine, good for her. But what did she achieve? Orange date for Captain America at the end of the movie? Seriously, that's her role? And you see, I will watch Black Widow, the Phase 15 movie, right after this one, because the only thing this emptiness made me is to want to know more about the background of Black Widow. I have no idea why she didn't get her own movie right here instead of Ant-Man. Who thought that family abuser, wife beater would be a good idea to make a movie of instead of Black Widow, who is already here? And Ant-Man will be after Age of Ultron anyway, so that's actually post Phase 2. I don't care how the official arrangement is. That's not Phase 2, that's just thing, epilogue, whatever. And it's fantastic that nothing is happening here. And I have more trouble with Winter Soldier. Aside trying to be some cigarette smoking man from X-Files, not the spy stuff, but the assassinate everyone. Good. He's Russian, but fell off the train on Nazi territory way before the Russians got there, and anyway, because that part was, I bet, conquered by the USA. I mean, liberated. That's a debate for another time. But works for Hydra? You see the problem taking a Cold War era story and trying to put it here where it doesn't belong. And I have more problems because that's cybernetic arm. Why isn't that a cyber tech from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Because this movie retcons the MCU's continuity, and there isn't any more 7 ranks, 6 plus a hidden rank within S.H.I.E.L.D. There is now 10 ranks, and everybody knows about that. Now, you know what? What was the last episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Seriously, what did they achieve? What we are fighting for? The episode originally aired based on this and that, whatever plot. What are we fighting for 1 year later? yeah, it flows into shit because there is a screen where not sure, I mean, Agent, whatchamacallin, Carter is working for the SRR, which he didn't, according to Agent Carter, the one shot, the mini short. Great. I still won't watch that because that story was retconned anyway with Endgame. So why bother? That will be a thing for She-Hulk, which retconned itself with its last episode. I just have no idea how this works. So, Winter Soldier is Russian but working for Hydra in the USA with an arm that is obviously made by Cybertech. It just makes no sense. There is no currency here. And the worst thing is, what do we have? Avengers Age of Ultron? And Ant-Man? Those will only come after S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2. And that's another 20 episode. And that's one of the reasons why nobody who doesn't read the comics would care about the Winter Soldier. Because what years were spent between 3 years without any mention of Bucky? And it will be worse. For example, what was the credits, before credit scene, with mid credits scene with the Wanda and Quicksilver? What will he be? Who was that guy? Who was that group? They are not Hydra. They are not S.H.I.E.L.D. They are not... I don't know what they are. I don't know the guy. He looks like a proper Nazi with the monocle. What's there? And I willfully did not check the transcript. That probably has the name or character name, and I will know from that what is going on. But if you just sit in the cinemas and watch this thing, you will have zero idea what is going on. Why they have Loki's scepter? What are they? What? And they wasn't Quicksilver in the comics a mutant? Like Magneto's son? And picking Wanda, if I would keep away a character from the comics, is Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, because her powers were never defined properly or like at all. She just can do anything what the plot demands. I just don't know. And there was one more thing I forgot like twice during this talking. I will write in the description if I remember it again, but this movie is a waste of time.